Good YouTube, who wants to find out about another little gem from Dua Fragrances? If you do, people, please stay tuned. Good YouTube, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne. I'm coming at you today with another little review on another fragrance from the House of Dua. The reason why I'm doing these separately is because if I tried to get all of the fragrances into one video, it would probably go on for hours. And knowing me, I would probably end up forgetting loads of things that I wanted to talk about, and I don't think the fragrances would get enough spotlight, which they deserve. So I'm going to be doing them separate. It's just going to make it a little bit easier, and then I can just talk about the fragrance a little bit more. That's the reason why I am going to be doing them all separate. I just wanted to get that out of the way, just in case someone comments and says, why don't you just do them all together? That is the reason why. And if you are watching this, I do appreciate your time for doing so. Right, the fragrance that I'm going to be talking about from the House of Dua Fragrances is called Casino Elixir 2.0. I love the little graphics on these, the stickers. Look at that, look. I just think they're so cool. 30ml bottles and they're extrait de parfum. This is an inspired version of Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait version. And I have smelt Baccarat Rouge, not the extrait version. Obviously I've smelt Creed Aventus, and you definitely get the Creed Aventus and the Baccarat DNA in there, 100%. But I want to read you the notes. I've jotted them down, and then I'm going to tell you, I'll show you the atomizer, and I'll tell you what I get from the fragrance and if I think it's worth picking up. I've jotted the notes down. You've got pineapple, apple and bergamot. You have blackcurrant, almond and saffron. You have birch, jasmine and grandiflorum. I do not know what that is. You have cedarwood, amber, ambergris and amberwood. You have patchouli and oak moss. Right, let me just give you a spray. The atomizers on these are not bad, but they're not the best. They give a nice bit of mist out, like a nice distribution, but it don't go far. It's a short puff. That's a short puff of mist. That's how I would sort of describe it. So we're going to spray this on hand, one spray. Look at that shine, look. You don't need a lot. All these fragrances, all the ones apart from probably two that I have got from Dua Fragrances, near on beast mode. Most of them are. But anyway, when you first spray this on, you can detect straight away, you get like the Aventus DNA and the Baccarat Rouge straight away. There's no denying it. They're like fighting together. One's trying to take over the other, but they're not. So you get the best of both worlds. You get tart apple, you get pineapple, you get the bergamot. So it starts off a little bit fresh citrus, but sweet. Then you've got the saffron in there. You can pick up the juniper berries, the ambroxan. That's one thing I forgot to mention. This has got isoe super, ambroxan and juniper berries added on top of the Creed Aventus and the Baccarat Rouge DNA. So them notes are in the fragrance as well, and you can pick up the ambroxan definitely, and you can definitely detect the juniper berries in there. It's a complex fragrance because there's a lot of things going on with it, but it's quite linear. It don't change too much until near the end of its life on my skin anyway. And I haven't been around anyone else that's worn this, so I can't speak for anyone else. I can only speak for myself. But so you've just got a lot going on. There's a lot of notes in there that are fighting for first place, that are trying to be up front. But in the process of that happening, you've got birch in there. You know, some of the batches of Creed Aventus that can be a bit smoky. Well, this, to me, you've got that smokiness in there. And then you've got the sweetness from the saffron. It's just, this house blends their inspiration fragrances really, really well. They really do. I mean, all the fragrances that I've bought from them, they've just been blind buys, and all of them I've loved. There's not one that I thought to myself, that smells like crap, or what the is that? There's been none of that. They're blended really well. And like I say, for them to make a hybrid of Baccarat Rouge 540 extract and Creed Aventus, and for it to work out, I think is just fascinating. It really is. It's great. But yeah, anyway, so you've got a lot going on. You can detect a lot of the notes. Well, my nose can, but it don't change an awful lot. So you've got that pineapple, you've got tart apple in there, you get the bergamot, you've got the saffron, you get the birch, you get the juniper. You've got all that going on up top, and it stays like that for a good couple of hours. Well, for longer than a couple of hours. It stays like that for 5, 6, 7 hours. It's only on the late dry down, to me, that a bit of that amber and patchouli come out, and that oak moss. That, to me, happens later on in the life of this fragrance. It's not when you first spray it on and it ain't there after a couple of hours. Not on me anyway. It might evolve different on someone else, but that is how it wears on me. This is a gorgeous little fragrance. It really, really is. I've only worn this, most of my doers, I think I've only worn 3, 4, 5 times. Some of them I've worn 6 times. But because they're little bottles, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't want to rinse the bottles. I don't want to keep wearing them and wearing them. I want to savour them, so to speak. But you don't need a lot of sprays with these. You really don't. 2, 3, 4 sprays will do you. I mean, look at that. Look, I don't think you can still see it. Look at that. It's still, because it's the higher oil concentration. Look at that, that sort of sheen on my hand. It sticks to your skin. This thing is a great smelling, inspired by a fragrance. It really is. I can't speak highly enough of it. I used to own a bottle of Creed Aventus, and in the end I ended up selling it because, for one thing, I didn't wear it, and for two, I sort of fell out of love with the DNA a little bit. Since I got rid of that, I've bought a couple of the clones of, or inspired by, fragrances of Creed Aventus, and to be honest, one of them fragrances that I bought I think's better than Creed Aventus. I will speak about that at another time, if you might already know what it is. But anyway, people, I just wanted to talk to you about this a little bit. Right, projection is great for the first 2 to 3 hours. Solid projection, a good arm's length. And then after about the 3rd hour mark, it rains in a little bit. It's probably sitting 1.5 to 2 feet maybe for another hour or so. And then it rains in a bit more. And then it is literally just sort of radiating off your skin a good 8 to 12 inches. And that stays for another good couple of hours. This turns skin scent on me around 7 to 8 hour mark, which is good. It ain't, I know it's not beast mode, but it ain't weak at all. So yeah, and then it goes to a skin scent, but then I can detect it on my skin for another couple of hours. It ain't projecting or anything like that, but it is still there, still present. But anyway, people, I just wanted to talk to you about this a little bit. I think it's a great pickup. if you love Baccarat Rouge 540 or you love Creed Aventus and you want to smell them together and you haven't tried this, this is worth a go, because I genuinely think you would love this. But let me know if you have tried it. Let me know what you think about it. Remember, people, smelling good is always a pleasure and never a chore. I just want to say thanks to my subscribers again, and if you're watching this, I want to say thank you to you too, to help my channel grow, and just to talk about fragrances, something that I love. I will see you on the next one.